Hey guys, Rich here at Flipping for a Living. I just thought I'd give you guys a little bit of content. I wanted to talk about why we hustle even in the rain. Now it's currently not raining where I am, but as you can see, it's a windy, blustery day. It's supposed to rain all day, and the first rain has already passed through. Hey guys, I'm sorry, I don't know. Wow, I am so terrible at going live. I can't believe I just had my hand in front of the camera. That's so brutal. I think I'm probably should just delete this after. Should I just delete this? How do I find out where do I get comments? How do I find out where the comments are? How come I can't see them? Show live chat messages. Is anybody out there? I'm sorry guys, this is my most brutal live event ever in history, but I just wanted to show you real quick. I wanted to share why even on, as I showed you, a crappy, rainy, windy, blustery Thursday afternoon, I still go out and hustle and look for things. Because I only went to 2 sales. There was only a couple to choose from today, but I'm going to show you real quick how a half hour of going to garage sales at 2 yard sales and spending barely $60 is going to net me $300 for a half hour's work today. I think it's fantastic, and it's why I love going out even on crappy rainy days, because people are desperate to sell. And one quick tip, something that I do on days like this, if you don't already know your areas, you know, I'll only go to areas obviously that are very popular for actually having garages, so I know the people are inside. But I will actually Google map sometimes the houses I'm going to in advance to make sure they have a garage before I head over there if it's a rainy day. So just one of the tips I like to do. You're going to spend 10, 12, 15 minutes driving there. For sure make sure that they at least have a garage. But so real quick, why it worked out for me today. You may have seen one of these in one of my other sales. It's a backpack carrier, Snuggly brand. And I got this with 3 things at one sale for $45, and this guy alone was part of that purchase. It was roughly $5 out of the $45, and these are easily going for $50 to $80. So $5 right there, gonna get me 50 back. I got a set of, I talk about this a lot too, I got a set of golf clubs. They're Spalding. They're not a fantastic brand, but they are a complete set of irons. And anytime I'll buy a set of, I can buy a set of irons for $5 or $10, I will do that for sure. And also throughout the year, I will buy random bags for $5, random putters for $1 or $2, random drivers for $3 to $5. And if you do the math and you add it all up, I end up getting sets of golf clubs for $15 to $20, and they sell all day long for a decent set of clubs that's complete with a bag and a putter and a driver for $75 to $100. So if you got room to store, accumulate those. Buy random putters for $2, buy random drivers for $3 or $5, and piece it all together. And then when you have a set, you got very little invested for good money. So yeah, there is the complete set of Spalding executive irons that worked out. This was just a little bonus for me. Brand new Reflex wiper blades. Mine are going crappy, and I realized that today in the rain that it's time to replace. So these people had, this is a good brand. They had the pair for $1 each. So I paid $2 for a brand new set of wiper blades. It's always nice to get things for yourself. I'm going to show you real quick, take you off the pedestal here. I don't know if you can see it down there. I hope you guys can see that. That is a vintage Spider lamp. So if you've seen these before, maybe you have, maybe you haven't. They spread out, they have 5 prongs, 5 lights, and you know, anything old is new again. So this vintage lamp I got in that package for $45. And this one, roughly, I paid $15 for this, and I've sold these before, actually 2 of them in my career, and I get $75 to $100. The other 2 were silver. This black one may not be as popular, but still $15 into $75. That's going to be a great profit for running out again in the rain. I only went to 2 sales. You got to get out there and hustle and be persistent. I also got this GPS Magellan Roadmate. No box, obviously, but it has a manual. People think this stuff is outdated and nobody wants it anymore. They only had it for $1, and I have no idea. I just did a blind buy on that. I assume that that is for sure going to net me 20 or 30 bucks for a $1 purchase, so that was great. But the deal of the day, the picture that is posted with this, thank you anyways, by the way, you guys. I'm sorry if you're commenting. They're not popping up on my screen right now. Yeah, or I guess there is no comments maybe. But anyways, the picture that is going with this post, this was the real jackpot. It is an Ion USB Cassette Archiver. And this is brand new in the box. You can tell it's still factory sealed. If you look close, you can always tell whether someone has resealed it themselves or if it's still the factory seal. Anyways, I did look this up. I couldn't do a blind buy on this. So many things I just buy because when you've done it long enough, you'll just know in your gut. Or you'll have seen the item before, so you'll know to buy it. But this one I scanned, and to my pleasant surprise, $150 is right in the ballpark for this. They've sold as high as $199. I didn't look at the specs, you know, whether these other ones were complete or incomplete or new, but this is new in the box. It's going to be complete. I'm going to sell it as new. $35 they were asking. I got it for $30, and it's going to be $150 minimum on that. So I spent like 60 bucks, and I'm going to get back well over 300, 5 times my money. That's where we always like to be going to yard sales. It seems I never, in bulk purchase over the course of a weekend, I never seem to get less than 5 times my money on everything. Yeah, there's a lot of items that are, you know, maybe only double my money or triple my money, but then there's some like this where you make so much more that it just averages out to be at least 5 times my money. So sorry that my hand was over the camera for a little bit. I just wanted to show you guys the weather that I'm dealing with today, and I'm gonna call it a day. I'm super happy with spending a half hour of my time to make a couple $100. It's a great day's work. It's a great living. I encourage you all to get out there and do it. Flipping for a living, it's the greatest thing I've ever done. It's I'm so blessed to be able to work for myself, run my own hours, and instead of working for the man. I mean, we all got to do what we got to do. I did have to spend a couple years of my own life working for somebody about 15 years ago, but it's great to be flipping for a living. It's great to share this stuff with you. I hope that it was somehow educational. And if you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please do so. If you do have any questions or comments, I'll try and figure out how to look at them, because right now they're not on my screen. So sorry about that. And have a great day, everybody, and love what you do.